name's Jason, the Raging Asian Somchay. A lot of people, they know me as a Asian Nebraskan boy. Yeah, man, I was born and raised in Nebraska. Grandpa and grandma raised me ever since they moved over here after a refugee camp after 1970 something. I started wrestling at first grade. Started working towards like little summer wrestling offs, like they call it, Huskerland. It wasn't until later in my years when I moved down here to South Florida, until I got into real MMA fighting and stuff like that. You know, my uncle was already a professional fighter. He was doing his thing, but you know, growing up, I was kind of inspired all the time. You know, I was kind of always looked at my uncle like an older brother, so I was always inspired, and then you know, I kind of jumped into it as well. What got me into Muay Thai, really, you know, obviously it was already in my blood. I feel like it's already in my nationality. I'm Laotian, and background is Thai descent as well. So it's always been in the background. My grandmother, she used to have the satellite TV, and when she had the satellite TV, we used to always watch Thai TV all the time. As we watched Thai TV, there would be a channel 7. It was a channel 7 Thai TV channel, and they would always play Muay Thai fights. And I used to always watch the Muay Thai fights. That was during the times of like Gao Na and like Boon Lai and stuff like that. So it was the old like golden era times. With the competitor's edge, I looked at that as like, you know, so maybe something that might be something that I could possibly do. But I never thought that I'd ever get to where I'm at right now today with my fighting career. So what got me more into Muay Thai later on was already Muay Thai was already in my back pocket. As I got into fighting, I kind of knew that, you know, with my nationality and it being kind of like brought up a little bit within me, I knew that, you know, that's something that I want to implement when it came to fighting and competing. It was around 2008. I wanted to you know, implement my wrestling and my stand-up together for once, you know, and I was like, you know what, maybe I can try to fight in an MMA fight for once. I already did one Muay Thai fight. You know, I did one kickboxing Muay Thai fight. It was, you know, something that I didn't even train for either. I just kind of went in there, took a shot in the dark. My uncle just said, hey, you know what you're doing. Just go ahead and try it. So I just jumped on in there and I did it. I won. I came out victorious. So about a week or two later, I thought maybe I can try MMA. I put maybe my wrestling with my stand-up and see what happens. I went into my first fight scared. I remember when I walked in there, I saw the guy, and you know, he was already a black belt in jiu-jitsu, already a black belt in taekwondo, in karate, so he already had all these other achievements, but I was already scared. I was just a wrestler from the Midwest, so I knew I could take this guy down, it doesn't matter. But it never even went to the floor, you know? I went in there and I went in with a Superman right hand, landed it in 17 seconds and knocked the guy down. It was one of the best moments in my life. I never thought I would ever be able to do that, and it was almost kind of surreal, you know. During this whole fight career, it's been a different experience, you know. Like everything is a different experience, but going through these fights is almost a similar routine, but different experiences as you go. I've learned throughout the game and throughout the years, as me being a competitor, that I wanted to always pave the way for the next fighter. You know, being mentored the right way with all my wrestling coaches as a young age and into my high school days and stuff like that, I've always took that and put it in my back pocket. Now, I always wanted to be a trainer, be a teacher. Now, that kind of gradually turned into more of an education system now. It comes down to almost a Somchay Muay Thai education system where, you know, teaching my fighters how to carry themselves and how to be a true fighter and how do we take ourselves to a promotion and things like that. And now it has led to what we're doing now today. Here we go, 10 years later now. We're still here, and now I have 9 solid champs throughout the time that I've been doing this. I mean, it's just everlasting and growing, and I can't be any more proud of my fighters and proud of the people around me. Just, you know, I was a nobody. I was a small town boy from Nebraska, and here I am today. God, I'm about to cry, dude. Don't do that. All right, but anyways, even though I am coaching throughout the times full time now, I still currently compete. I try to get a fight maybe once or twice a year. With the competitor's edge, you can still I can kind of get down with my students a little bit. And what I mean by getting down with my students is obviously sparring and kind of understanding how they're working and how they're moving. So it keeps us all in tune, and it's kind of one big full fight team family. So that's how we kind of roll, and that's how we've been going for these past couple of years alone. And here we are with champs, and more champs to come. So, but if you guys ever want to come down and get some Muay Thai, come to the Palm Beach counties. You guys already know where we're at, all right? Combat Club. We're over here doing the Muay Thai. We're doing striking, doing MMA. We got it all for you guys. So if you guys want to come and get some of this, I'll show you guys how to get it down. All right? I'll catch you guys. Thank you.